Train Your Caterpillar, a spiritual life coaching channel. Thank you for checking out the video. You're very, very welcome here. This is going to be a video about something which is very close to my heart, which is sound healing, and why it is so awesome. I use sound healing for everything. It's so accessible, you know, and I just wanted to share what I know with you about it, so hopefully it'll, you know, if you're not already incorporating this awesome thing into your life, hopefully you will consider it by the end of the video. So before I get into it, I just want to say, you know, like I said, thank you for checking out the video. Hopefully you'll find something in it you can use, and you'll enjoy it. And if that is the case and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, I would appreciate that very much. So like I said, sound healing is something I love. Sound healing so much, like I use it for everything. I use it for literally everything. Sound healing has literally, and I say this with no exaggeration, it has literally changed my life since I started using it. Like I discovered it quite a few years ago now, and you know, it's grown so much on, you know, the social media platforms. Like I'm thinking mainly about YouTube here. It's grown so much, but you know, it's not a new thing. Like I just want to give you some background to sound healing before we jump into it, because there's so much of it on YouTube, and I'm going to go through a little bit of it later, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of background because it's not new. You know, and I know when you see these things, you're like, for the first time, you're like, oh, that sounds like how can that be real? How can this fix that? Or how can it help with this? The reason that sound healing is effective is because everything vibrates at a certain frequency or a certain vibration. And of course, sound is a vibration. So if you know the correct frequency to fix something, then you can use a sound, a specific sound, to get it back on target, to tune it, kind of fine tune it like you would tune an instrument, right? Like you would tune a piano or something, right? So that's how it works. The ancient Egyptians are very, very well known for using sound healing. You know, it is now thought that the burial chambers within the pyramids are actually, they were built like they were specifically designed for ultrasonic ceremonies, like for their acoustics. Basically, that's what they now believe, that these burial chambers were not just burial chambers, or you know, they were actually for specific ceremonies with the sound. The ancient Egyptians, if you know about the chakras already, like if you don't know about the chakras, I have a series of videos about them. If you feel like going to check them out, it'll tell you all about them. But if you've already seen those videos, or if you already know anyway, you will know that the chakras, each of the 7 main chakras, responds to one of the vowel sounds, you know, which is something that the ancient Egyptians knew. They actually considered the vowel sounds to be so sacred that they didn't use them in their hieroglyphics, in their written writing. There are Greek travelers and Greek visitors to ancient Greece who've documented that during their ceremonies, the ancient Egyptians used the vowel sounds within their ceremonies. They used it for healing. It was also noted by these Greek travelers that during the ceremonies, the ancient Egyptian priestesses were using specific rattles which were emitting ultrasound healing. Very much like the ultrasound like you find in modern day hospitals. The ancient Greeks, Pythagoras, among his many talents, he actually taught that music healed. Like he actually taught the use of the lyre and the flute for like medicinal healing, like to heal the body. He called it musical healing. Musical medicine is actually what he called it, which was around, I guess, 500 BC. You also have in Tibet and India and Nepal, these are like quite the rage now. You have the singing bowls, which, you know, you can do it a couple of different ways, but you can do like this, or the way you're actually supposed to use them is like this. If you've not got one of these, like And you know, if you're kind of a bit crap at meditation, because I'm crap at meditation, these are actually really good for getting you in a meditative state. Because the idea behind it obviously is the vibration, you know, like different sizes of bowls and different like ways that you use it, and different materials are going to create different vibrations. So these are very well documented now. You also have the Aboriginals, which I believe are the oldest, the oldest evidence we have of use of sound healing within a culture is the didgeridoos of the Aboriginals, which were like, they have evidence, you know, 40,000 years, which is, it's a long time. You also have, you know, around like ancient China and Cambodia and, you know, other places, you have the gongs, which are amazing for sound healing. The reason I believe is because the gongs are able to reproduce every sound, and tests have been done on this. Basically, if you immerse human cells within the sound of a gong, they will take the frequency that they need to heal, and they will just not use the other frequencies. And gongs have been around for like thousands and thousands of years, so like sound healing is not new, you know, it's just that we're kind of rediscovering it. So on YouTube, right, if you're, you know, if you've ever had a look for sound healing on YouTube, or if you intend to have a look now, there's a ton of different stuff, and it can be a little overwhelming, but it's actually based on a couple of things. So like I said earlier, the chakras respond to certain frequencies. So when you type in sound healing on YouTube, you're gonna get a lot of stuff. The main three that you're probably gonna find are the vowel sounds for healing the chakras, specific frequencies for healing the chakras, and specific frequencies for healing emotions, because emotions also vibrate at different frequencies, which is something that if you're interested in reading more about that, David Hawkins talks about it in pretty much all of his books. I will leave his name somewhere around here, or maybe put in a picture or something of one of his books. The emotions vibrate at different frequencies. So anger is very, well, fear is very low down the emotion, like the vibrational scale. Joy is like one of the highest ones. I think it might be the highest one. Anger is pretty low. Grief, all these things, these are pretty low. But you can use specific frequencies to raise your mood, and to like elevate your vibration and raise your emotions. What you're going to find on YouTube is the use of something called the solfeggio frequencies, which I really struggle to say that. The solfeggio frequencies, which are basically, there's actually 12 of these frequencies, but there are 6 main ones that are used on, you know, they're the ones that are used the most. These frequencies can also be used to balance the chakras. I'm going to put a list here of the 6 main solfeggio frequencies and how they correspond to each chakra. The solfeggio frequencies were discovered, or they were first used, I should say, in the medieval times, I believe, in like Gregorian chanting, I believe. Yeah, so there's 12, but there's the 6 main ones that you will see most often. So when you're having a look for sound healing on YouTube, that's pretty much probably what you're going to find. You're going to find like sound healing of the chakras using the different vowels, or using the solfeggio frequencies. You'll also find a lot of like healing the chakras with the singing bowls. You will also find the other major one that is on YouTube is the binaural beats, which the binaural beats are kind of more like man-made. Basically what it is like they will put a frequency, you need to use headphones for the binaural beats, so they will put a frequency in one ear and a frequency in the other, and your brain kind of, you know, subtracts the difference. So say you have like 410 in one ear and you have 400 in another ear, your brain is going to hear like the 10. So it's almost like man-made frequencies that can be used for specific things. They correspond to the different waves in your brain. So that would be alpha, beta, delta, gamma, and theta. There's really, you know, I have used both, like all of these things, and honestly I think it's just a personal preference, really, what you prefer. Some people prefer using the solfeggio, some people prefer binaural beats. The only thing is you don't need headphones for the solfeggio and the vowel sounds. If you dig a little deeper, there are also other sound healings on YouTube, which I'm not going to explain here, but I will make a list of them in the description box in case you feel like researching them a little bit more, because those are a little bit more kind of out there. You have the Bioresonance Healing, you have RIFE frequencies, and you have morphogenetic frequencies. I think I said that right. Let me just check that. Yes, I said it right, morphogenetic, because I actually use that one myself, but I can never remember it, which is quite an esoteric one. It's really quite out there. If you want to know more about that, obviously you can research it. But the three main ones that you're probably going to find on YouTube, I mean, like I said, you'll find a lot of like the singing bowls, you'll find chanting, you'll find use of the vowels, like the you know, that's known as the universal sound. It's used to balance the third eye and the crown chakra. You will find the binaural beats, you'll find the solfeggio frequencies. There's also, you will find like the drums and the gongs is another one that is used, but it's really just up to yourself, you know, it's just a personal preference. Like, different things work better for different people. There's also subliminals, which I'm sure you know what they are already. It's just like positive affirmations sort of hidden beneath music, which is a different thing from sound healing, but still work. You know, it really just depends what you like to use. So that is the video. I hope you found something in it that you could use. You know, I just want to say, like, I just want to say again, like, I just love sound healing so much, and you know, it's all free now, because I mean, I'm sure it's on other platforms as well, but it's all on YouTube and it's all free. It's accessible to everyone. It takes no extra time in your day, because I'm lazy, like, particularly when it pertains to doing things like that benefit my own well-being. Like, I'm lazy with stuff like that. But if it's something I can have on in the background, because you know, we're all busy, if you can incorporate it, like, you know, during your day, or like, you know, you just listen to it at night, job done, right? So easy. It's, you know, efficient, it's free, it's accessible to everyone, it's green, it doesn't create a lot of mess. You know, I just think they're amazing. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you find something in this video that you can use. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. I would appreciate that very much. And as always, I wish you many, many blessings, love and light. Take care.